Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So I have hopped on today to give you my hashtag Stashdown 2024 official statistics. Woohoo! So, if you are wondering what Stash Down 2024 is, you need to head over and see my beautiful Yarny sister, Queen's Crafts by Bridget. I will link her channel down below and she will explain all about it. There are videos over on her channel because this is her brainchild. Now, Bridget is very aware of the fact that a lot of us have quite a substantial stash, okay? She, however, realizes how amazing it is to keep buying yarn to add to your stash. So she is not asking you to go on a diet. She is not asking you to quit buying yarn. All she has had the idea to do, and I believe this is the second year that she has been doing this, to be held accountable for bashing that stash, getting your stash down, making way for the new. So of course you can add to it, of course you can continue buying, but only the yarn prior to the year that we are in. Oh, bad English, Sam. I do apologise. It's the end of the day. I am in my pyjamas and I am trying to get this done before I go to bed. So I do apologise. I am a little frazzled. Anyway, only yarn bought prior to 2024 can be considered in the stash down. There is no competition. There are no prizes. This is just for us to keep a personal tally of what we are getting out of our stash, because however beautiful they look on the shelves and in the totes, they deserve to grow up and be made into beautiful, pretty things. And this is a way of doing it. Myself personally, I love looking back over the previous months and seeing how much yarn I am actually getting through. And I am actually being more mindful of the yarns that I am selecting for projects. I'm thinking to myself, do I have a blankets quantity in my stash that I bought prior to 2024 so that I can get it included in my stash down figures? Do I have yarn in my stash that has been hidden for a little while and deserves its time to grow up into being something beautiful? It is making me more aware of all the beautifulness I have in my stash and getting it used. So, because I love this concept, I jumped on board this year. I didn't participate last year, but I have been every single month this year. I can't believe we're in August already. And of course, some months have been better than others. I am actually astounded at how much I have gotten through this month. I just want to check. It is not the best month that I have had so far this year, but it is the second best month that I have had for yarn this year. Now, there are other podcasters and subscribers joining in with this. Like I said, it is not a competition. There are no prizes. It is literally just to hold ourselves accountable, having a bit of fun with it and getting that yarn used. So if you want to know who else is joining in, I do believe Bridget also has a playlist and you can go and see the videos in that playlist. So the way I am logging yarn usage, we're all doing it slightly different. Some of us are just keeping yarn bands. When we've completed a skein of yarn, we just keep the label and that is our statistics. And that's a way of tracking what we've used. Other people are going by yardage or meterage. They are actually calculating how many yards and meters that they have put into their projects. For me, I found the easiest way is to make the thing and then weigh the thing and do it by weight. Now, also, I would just like to have a little disclaimer put in here that it's not necessarily projects that I have started and finished in that set month. I may have been working on something for 6 months, But if I complete it in this particular month, I am going to complete it in this month's stash down. It's all legal and above board according to Bridget. And similarly, I have used some of my newer yarns with my older yarns, and I have been completely honest, and I have removed the weight of the new stuff so that I am not cheating. I am quite the type of person to follow the rules to the letter. I'm not a rebel at all. So yes, I am making the item and then I am weighing the item, because sometimes I make amigurumi, and amigurumi, you hardly ever use a whole skein for most amigurumi patterns. Therefore, I am going to have absolutely no idea on how much of that skein I have used, and I am not about to sit there and do the math in for the yardage and the meterage. So I just thought, weigh it. Grams. It's supposed to be in 100-gram skein. Weigh it. If it tells me that it's 32 grams, then I've used 32 grams. If you see what I mean. So that's how I am logging my facts and figures. So shall we get into what I have actually managed to note down this month? Like I said, I love looking back at all my past progress as well. It's absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to get my year's total. Anyway, for the month of August, I of course made the Manfa hat. I was very, very lucky that the beautiful and gorgeous Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches designed a hat pattern using my name and in my honour. And even though I'm not a hat fan, I had to make it. Now, my Manfa hat weighed 71 grams. Now, I'm going to give you all of these weights in grams, but stay with me because I know not all of you use grams, but please stay with me because at the end I give you the total grams and then I convert it into ounces. So if you are more comfortable with ounces, you will find at the end of my list how many I have used. So yes, my Manfa hat was 71 grams. I then made 2 twisted headbands, again by the gorgeous Jennifer Cinnamon Stitches, and the 2 of them together weighed 153 grams. I then made Oscar the saber-toothed tiger for my little nephew for his birthday, and I did minus the weight of the new skein of yarn because I had to purchase more. Remember, I ran out and I had to buy more. So what I did is that new skein, again, was supposed to be a certain number of grams. I weighed it and I was like, right, so I've actually used this amount of grams, and I took that off of the total weight of the saber-toothed tiger. So I did discount the new yarn. The new yarn is not included. So not including the new yarn, Oscar the saber-toothed tiger was 268 grams. I then had to factor in my 2 Impkins, my number 4 Impkins. I made 2 of them. I had my Impkin twins, and together they weighed 88 grams. I then also had the Miss Libby shawl, again by the gorgeous Cinnamon Stitches. That weighed 266 grams. The next project, I have only discussed with you that I am going to accept the challenge. I haven't managed to get a video update out there, and I've completed it. It's the cat's meow blanket. For us, people that are not Lala and Jan, and by that I mean Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming and an Alaskan Crafter Jan, we had until the 16th of September to complete. But Jan and Lala have to complete it by the end of August. Well, I can say that I completed mine on Friday, the 24th of August, 2024. So I was able to include that yarn in my stash down statistics. You have not seen it yet. I haven't shown it yet. It will have its own video, I promised you, but I have other things scheduled before then. But the cat's meow blanket gave me 723 grams to add, which is fabulous. I then decided this weekend, so the weekend before you're watching this, I decided to do a couple of more car boot sales. Now, I have mentioned that on the channel before. You guys would call it a car trunk sale. We basically drive into a field, open up our car trunk, and sell stuff from outside of the car trunk. But we call it a car boot sale, and I did 2 in one day. So the night before I had these car boot sales, I decided to make 2 more loveys because the loveys have been going down quite well, and I actually managed to sell the giraffe lovey. So the giraffe lovey blanket was 49 grams and it's gone. It's already out of the house. And the mouse lovey, I've still got the mouse lovey blanket, and that was 54 grams. And then finally, I have also been a busy bee making the hearts for the charity, Hearts Healing Hearts. And for August, I managed 32 pairs, which was the same as the number of pairs for July. But this month, my hearts weighed 189 grams. So that is the Manfa hat, 2 twisted headbands, Oscar the saber-toothed tiger, 2 impkins, the Miss Libby shawl, the cat's meow blanket, giraffe lovey, mouse lovey, and then 32 pairs of hearts. And all together, guys, that is a total of 1,861 grams, or 65.6 ounces. That is a lot of yarn to get out of my stash. I am so over the moon and stoked about that. I really, really am. That is a much better month than last month. I think I actually doubled last month, which is fabulous. So yes, 1,861 grams out of stash, or 65.6 ounces used. And we are now going to have to move on to September's stash down statistics. Oh my good grief. The year is just flying by, but I am excited to see what I can get out of stash for next month. So there we have it. You know all my facts and figures, and you know exactly how much stash I have bashed. So like I said, if you're not familiar with Bridget, go and check her out. She does way more than Stash Down. There is so much content over there that I think you will really enjoy. She also makes wicked awesome bags, project bags. She sews them and makes them all herself. She dyes yarn, she spins yarn, she knits, she crochets. I think she's done a bit of tatting. I think she can use looms. There's all sorts of crafts and all sorts of beautiful content over there. So if you are looking for someone new to watch and you're not already familiar, go check my sissy Bridget out. I would really appreciate it. It's never too late to join in on Stash Down. If you want to hold yourself accountable for how much yarn you are getting through, then come and join us. Just make sure that you give your facts and figures to Bridget every month. Like I said, no prizes, but at least we're holding ourselves accountable, and at least we're turning our gorgeous collection into gorgeous items. Right, guys, I'm going to let you get going. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate it. Please do come back tomorrow for just getting my planner out. You are heading back tomorrow for the Impkins I've just talked about. I weighed them. I finished them. You know it's twins, but what do they look like? Come back tomorrow to find out. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow for that. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love ya.